Welcome back to season 4. Yes, yes. Did we say season 4?
We
season
did.
4. The baddest motherfuckers are back out here doing what we do best.
Easy.
That's informing you of what of exactly what's going on out here in this big bad world. How you should be moving and grooving out here in these streets and just putting the science to the math on you bitch ass motherfuckers.
Diversify
You know
your
what I'm
balance.
saying? And we not talking about our regular listeners. We talking about those bitch ass motherfuckers that y'all got to go ahead and skulls out here. You know what it is.
Yeah.
Gang,
Subscribe.
gang, boom. And yo, first off, let me tell you something. Before we get this thing off, y'all already know what time it is. My name is Dean, baby. That over there is the man Los, and we are motherfucking Black of the Berry. Los, do me a favor.
What's up,
Old sound take. Cue that motherfucking applause, player. Fuck, I'm talking about. Fuck, I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Now hold on. Before we get the welcome back and shit going on, we got beef in these streets, nigga. We got beef in these streets, and I've been waiting.
Me,
for
you
this.
personally, or BTB has beef in these streets?
Me and you and BTB. Me and you personally, and BTB got beef in these streets, nigga.
I'm listening.
Let me tell you what was going on. So I go out to dinner with some friends, you know, weekly, semi-weekly, shit like that, right? And these two friends that you know, one of them owns a pressure washer company that I do think, besides his blasphemy in this regard, that people should go and support. All platinum pressure washing, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Up in the capital region, platinum pressure washing. You go ahead and check him out. Platinum Pressure Washing LLC on the social media machines. You can get your work done for him in that regard. He's a good guy with that shit. Does good work.
Shout out.
But he did say some blasphemous scumbag shit about BTB that cannot go unrecognized. Him and then another friend of the show and a good guy, because he's always asked all the time, where has Los and Dean combination been? This motherfucker Gary. So you got Gary and Taylor, these two fucking scumbags. These guys are on the same fucking scumbags. These guys are gonna be fucking having dinner one day, and you know what? And you know what fucking scumbag Gary says?
What did the gall? What did he say? What did he say?
Scumbag Gary goes, "Did you know your logo? They aren't even berries; they're cherries."
Duh.
The gall of this nigga, and then this nigga Taylor just jumps on the bandwagon. I was like, the blasphemy of you motherfuckers. I said, everybody knows it. No one points it out. Listen here, people. We know it. You know it. Move on about your day.
Who doesn't love cherries anyway?
Move on about your damn day. These motherfuckers.
It's a fruit,
once again, if you do want to get your crib pressure washed, Taylor's all right in that shit. I ain't gonna front. He got good prices. He work with you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? He actually enjoys what he fucking does. You know, but that, the weather's about to hit, so you better hurry up and hit his ass up.
Yeah.
They're fucking scumbags nonetheless.
It's all right. We all right. It's season 4. We made it this far. Appreciate you still being here. Me, my brother, man. We rocking out. Let's pull it
for old time's sake. I had to get that bullshit out there, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that. I appreciate it, man. But we got some shit to attend to in terms of
man. Serious business, huh?
Yes, we have serious business. The world has been missing us, man. Our insight, our conversations, our questions that we force them to ask and answer. So let's just pull the gloves off and let's hit it with this one time, season 4. Cue the video.
Hold on. Pause it. Before we cue it, take it down for me real fast, play it, PM. We're fucking professionals. We know better. Let's tell these motherfuckers what they about to check out, pimp.
I didn't mean to hit the play. My bad. So, I just wanted to cue it up. But what is going on in this video is basically BLM, Black Lives Matter, the movement that have risen into fame within the last couple of years, had a meeting basically with the mayor-elect Eric Adams in New York City.
So this is the Black Lives Matter chapter in New York, because we know that they have different chapters and everybody's autonomous, so everybody ain't always on whatever. Okay.
Right, same court. Right. So this is the New York chapter.
Okay. But
they meet with the president, the mayor-elect, and they have a conversation about different reforms they want to do, different policies that are in place that need to be recanted. So then I
Was
guess
this a scheduled meeting?
yes, it was a scheduled meeting. It was everything was organized. It was peaceful to start.
Hold on, don't give away the video. I think you set the stage. Let's watch the video, I guess, right?
Okay. All right, fair.
Let's go.
Fair.
We just have to let the people know what was about to happen. I mean, this is the video.
I mean,
boom,
they
boom.
do their job.
Office in part by bringing back some controversial police tactics.
But after a recent meeting with Adams, Black Lives Matter activists threatened riots and bloodshed if he follows through. Fox 5's Kayla Malik is live in downtown Brooklyn with more details. It's pretty incredible to hear a group saying those two words to the incoming mayor.
Yeah, absolutely, Bianca. It's rattled a whole lot of people. Now, keep in mind, this meeting also marks the first time Black Lives Matter of Greater New York leaders has ever sat down with an incoming or sitting mayor. Eric Adams seemingly agreeing with the activists' ideas on how to combat poverty in the Black community. But things got heated when the conversation turned to police reform.
If they think that they're going to go back to the old ways of policing, then we're going to take to the streets again. There will be riots, there will be fire, and there will be bloodshed.
Leaders of the Black Lives Matter movement threatening violence on New York City streets if Mayor-elect Eric Adams reinstates the NYPD's controversial anti-crime unit when he takes office next year.
So there's no way that we're going to let some Gestapo come in here and harm our people, right? We pray for peace, but Black Opportunities prepares for the worst.
Co-founder of BLM's Greater New York chapter, Hawk Newsome, saying this after a heated meeting with Adams at Brooklyn Borough Hall.
If you're telling me that I need to do this, if you're saying that I need to do this.
The sit-down taking place behind closed doors, but was live-streamed on Instagram by an attendee. While Adams and the activists did find common ground on issues surrounding policing in the Black community, the former NYPD captain has vowed to bring back the anti-crime unit, a task force of mostly plainclothes officers, which was disbanded at the height of the Black Lives Matter protests last year.
Let's just end it there for a second. Let me get your initial takebacks, man. It's a lot. It's a lot in there. It's a lot to unpack. But let's what do you got so far with it?
Let's keep it a stack, right? So they will be met. Like if they come out there, start rioting, and the way he just said there will be bloodshed and shit like that. Trust me. The NYPD is going to roll out, and it is not going to be pretty because they will be then given the green light. It will not be good.
Essentially.
You know what I mean? It seems very amateur. Like, first of all, in negotiation, it seems amateur.
Yeah, and that's the thing to me is like you tried to like punk them, like.
But then also too, we have to remember there's always two sides. Obviously this is what the man said. You know what I mean? But then what is the larger context of what he said?
Right.
You see what I mean? We understand that this is a snippet, but
and it comes from a level of frustration, you know. So it's
true,
like, you know, and it's like and basically what I think from my perspective of Mr. Newsom, he was talking about basically he doesn't want the mayor-elect to be a fucking puppet and to just keep the shit that's in, like keep laws that's, you know, he doesn't want to keep the status quo, basically. Don't keep the status quo. Obviously, know what the fuck is going on with the community, what people that look like you and me, and don't be a fucking puppet. You know what I mean? That's basically what he wants to do. And he's like, listen, if you are, these are the consequences. You know what I'm saying?
If listen, let me tell you something. Where is this bloodshed and everything gonna happen? I hope it doesn't happen in your own streets where you just at period. But the whole thing it seems
a little dramatic to me. One, and I think so because why would you be saying that? Like, I understand you saying riots and protests, but bloodshed. Why? What is that? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to provoke? You know what I'm saying? Like
and I guess
or is this like some Neo Panther shit? Like what are we trying to do?
No, I guess what it was is it's the fact of everyone is looking at the success of what happened last time that this all popped off, right?
Because violence speaks.
Yeah, but then there were larger forces at play with that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like for instance, no one still has an answer for
where
did these weird pallet of bricks just randomly appear from? You see what I'm saying? Where are all these agitators, coming from? You know what I'm saying? You would have protesters, and then you would have rioters, looters, and these people wilding the fuck out, destroying people's property, and then you do have people having to come out and fucking defend the shit. And we are gonna talk a little bit later about a somewhat of a case of that. This is, trust me, this motherfucker's just like, it's not gonna be that easy, bro. Even if you're not met by the cops, people just not gonna let you tear that shit up again. Like, trust me, they got some friends. Listen, it ain't gonna be that easy.
I'm still harping on, what do you mean by that though? Like, what do you mean by bloodshed? Are you intending to kill people? Is that your motive?
Because that's not
like that.
Like
what,
beating the fuck out of people, and cops, or whatever the fuck.
Forceful, like that. That to me, that does not, like, that word kind of just contradicts everything that your whole message and everything. I understand you could say, by any means, and you're frustrated and shit like that, but there's a way to go about it by still portraying your frustrations and your anger, but not promoting that kind of message. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what are you saying? Like, if the president, I keep saying president-elect, the mayor-elect doesn't honor your requests. You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna kill him? You're gonna what do you like? What is your message you're trying to give off here? It's very confusing, because it's just like, I understand the frustrations, but I just don't get what is the true intention, at least for the Greater New York chapter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't organize this. You didn't go sit down with this man just to try to punk him. Like, you wanted to try to have a nice diplomatic kind of conversation and voice your concerns, hear what goes. It was supposed to be an open forum,
right? But
yet it turned into something that, like, it seemed like it kind of looks counterproductive in my end.
Well, what I guess here's my whole question to the whole thing, right? Because Eric Adams has said that he does want to hold, he does want to change the way that policing is done and the way NYPD handles conflicts and stuff like that. So he is going to look at policing.
I get that,
right? And then he also, he does have a duty to figure out some of this gang violence shit. Like, I don't know, the most recent murder that everyone just saw was Alpo. And I understand that that one may not necessarily been gang related at the time. We found out that, that is now, that possibly now was like, a crime of passion. You see what I'm saying? But let's talk about that for a second. There's so much fucking gang violence and there's so much crazy shit going on. And there's still motherfuckers with burnouts out there. And there's still shootouts going on out there in, parts of the 5 fucking boroughs. So what are they? Why wouldn't they have a plain clothes unit to handle that? I don't understand. What do you not happen at, in that equation? I know some people are going to say, well, why in certain neighborhoods, that doesn't happen. The reason that doesn't happen in certain neighborhoods is because they don't have those kind of, they don't have those kind of issues. Their cops are dealing with other kind of issues.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whole bunch of domestics over there and a whole bunch of white collar crimes that their cops happen to be fucking a little bit more better trained in. You see what I'm saying? But let's just people just need to be, people just have to be fucking, but just stop living in a fairy tale and be real with yourself. It is what it is. The truth is the truth. I know it hurts, but such is life.
I mean, you're right. And I think that
but hold on, before you go, continue. I do want to let you know and the people know that, I have been looking up, what is the NYPD anti-crime unit, and I still have yet to find an answer. I do know that they have a plain clothes, unit. I do know that they also, are looking into some of the gang shit, but then I'm a little confused because I would assume that they have a gang unit, and then that gang unit will be able to do plain clothes. So what is the anti-crime unit?
I think that to my assumption, I'm thinking that maybe because
So is that why they're mad? Because you already have one. Like, so what do you?
it's basically like anybody that's outside of the undercover and the gang unit could probably do it. Like plainclothes officers, like just niggas just chilling around. You know what I mean? So, but I mean, like I understand. I'm a little bit both, like kind of like on both sides of the fence here, because and just to imagine like what Mayor-elect Adams feels, because he was a police officer and he's also black. So it's like he's got to look out for, the relationship, the tension in the whole relationship, in the whole like situation, whole paradigm. So it's like, are we gonna like try to hold him accountable and say like, oh, because like, is he gonna get the backlash because Obama didn't help us out? Is what I'm thinking. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we assume Obama was gonna help us out, and he didn't to much as we wanted him to. Is that I think that BLM predicts that kind of situation happening again.
So I do know, going a little bit deeper into this, obviously that, this unit, I guess, is heavily into anti-gun stuff. So they're supposed to be like an anti-gun unit as well, realistically. And then I guess that, since they had the former officer Daniel Pentolia, was assigned to the anti-crime unit where he placed Eric Garner into the chokehold on Staten Island. You see what I'm saying? So that's why that they have, I guess that unit was doing, I guess was out there wilding the fuck
out. It's abuse of power.
But there is a way. They can bring this unit back, and then they can have the proper fucking chains of command and doing what they fucking need to do out there. You see what I'm saying? Because let me just tell you something. Let me tell you something. We're all adults here, right? We're fucking grown ass men. So because of that, Los not culture. I know some people may, find this statement baffling, but like, hey, people, I have some family members who happen to be some fucking cops, and I got friends who are cops, and it's very interesting conversation that you have with some of them. You see what I'm saying? In regards to the brass, in regards to like, ideals, because especially because at least up here, upstate, we actually have like boards. We have like community boards that work with cops. And then there is like a board that they will have to answer to, if they do certain things and shit like that. So there are
criminal charges, or like what? Like what is that?
There can be charges brought up. The board can bring up charges. So listen, I think that and I think even that is gonna have to get worked out the way it is too. You know what I mean? They're still gonna even that's gonna have to evolve even more. But the way that is structured and the way that they do that, no matter how it is, like, on either side, they're gonna have to like, probably restructure that after like it's it's only been doing I think for like 2 years or so. But people need to understand it's it's a lot easier to don't get me wrong. We do want to also, make sure that they're investing within our communities, truly investing in our communities, starting really with education and then also to giving people jobs. Those should really be the two. And then healthcare as well. You see what I mean? But we also can't lie to ourselves, especially if there is rampant, like, gun violence on the rise in New York City.
Absolutely.
And shit like that. Like, let's call a spade a fucking spade, people.
No, yeah, I mean, we the self accountability is definitely there. We have to self police ourselves, one, and we also got to like educate ourselves and not get caught up in that perpetuating cycle, But there's the difficulties in that. But I understand a little bit of needing a plainclothes unit, but I also understand that what happens with these units have the abuse of power. You know what I mean? Because they're so covert, because they're so remote, they somehow do shit behind closed doors, and it doesn't get out until it gets out. Or so it's like that. That's the thing. It's like you need it, but it's like
Well, I don't know. And once again, does that come down to either more? Does that either come down to like a better trained cop, or does that come down to a different kind of? Hear me out though. Does that come down to a different kind of cop in those units? That's what I mean. That's what I mean. I think that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't.
It's both.
There has to be
I mean,
there has to
obviously,
be what they're. Hold on. Give me a second. And this is I don't. And this isn't going to be something that people are going to like to hear, but it is what it is. If you want to have like better policing and shit like that, what you really need to find out is do a study. Who are cops who happen to have good, like, you know, good camaraderie with one another, good relationships, you know, or decent relationship with the community, like professional. They don't have to be kissing ass, but fuck a professional. Just, you know, you see that when somebody sees that cop, they don't feel anything. Just not. It's just like, oh, okay, it's so and so, and that's how it should be. It's whatever, you know, unless whatever the case may be. You know. Also, here's another strong factor. You need one that isn't a fucking pussy. And this is what I mean. This is what I mean. Because once again, I happen to be around a few every now and then. You know what I mean? I'm around one all the time, but I happen to, like, you know, you meet other ones, right? Certain of them, you could smell it. Just like, oh man. It's like I just don't see it for you, buddy. I just don't think you should be doing this, buddy. And then others, you're just like, oh no, this is perfect. And having you as somebody dealing with certain situations is kind of what you kind of need. You kind of need to have. You just have to do research into who are certain kind of cops, so who can be in certain kind of units. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not like they're.
I understand what you're saying, but there's more to that too, though, because it's obviously the recruitment of it, and it's always, you know, it's the psych evaluation as well too. But you also got to retain their psychic level, their mental level, because they're going through shit day to day, and alcoholism is a huge dilemma in police you know, occupation. And then also too, like, some of them they have high suicide rates too. So it's like you have to take care of them day to day. And I don't know if that's, you know, psychiatrists or doing something else, but there has to be some kind of mental care taken, you know, because they see things and they go through things, and it's like they're supposed to just wake up
for them and the military.
Yeah, there should, and not just after. I'm talking about like during, like.
Yeah, no, I concur. No. I'm not mad at you. Yeah, because these motherfuckers. Yeah, I'm not even gonna front. Like,
because it's you're right though, because a lot of these guys are pussies, and like, okay, if they're pussies, put them in let them do this area, let them do this. You know what I mean? So they're not gonna see too much, and then you got people who are
those guys. If they're fucking scary, right? Let's just what I mean scary is if they're like just some fucking like bitch made motherfuckers, but they're like decent dudes. Guess who you use them for? Fucking PR.
Right.
Those are your PR guys. Those are your guys.
Those are guys that walk the beat. You know what I'm saying?
No, you don't walk the beat because something can happen on the beat. I mean, that's PR. True. You put them motherfuckers in the PL academy because then, like, remember, you have like a lot of these places have like PAL academies and shit like that, right? So listen, that's what your bitch ass does. You go over there, you go fucking help coach the kids. See what I'm saying? You go drive the bus to the gangs, whatever the case may be. You know, half the time you don't even have your gun. You know what I mean? Like, you just be chilling, bro.
You're right. And I think that, and like you said, it all goes back to the training and the cycle and the screening, because the training is like, okay, I understand protect your life, but keep niggas alive at the end of the day sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it always shoot to kill? Because I don't think the military is shoot to kill all the time.
But let me tell you something. This is the thing, and I think too we have to remember. We all have to call a spade as well. In regards to, we know how manipulative the media can be.
Right.
So of course they're not going to show you any decent shit. Like once again, I happen to be around a decent, like, you know, I get to hear it from another side, and then some of the just the dinner time stories. Where you just hear like, and then it's funny because I really don't remember it ever being blasted out there, but like there were cops like somewhere like close to my area. I'm not gonna say where it was, but there were cops close to my area had to go into a house. One of their officers got stabbed up. They didn't shoot that dude, took him down. restrained him like that's, and you know what I mean. I think they may have tasered him or may have obviously hit a baton or
that's some
whatever.
gangster shit.
Yeah, but then here's the crazy thing.
Hope that guy's still alive though. Like the guy, the officer that got stabbed up.
Yeah. He's good. But then these motherfuckers deal with this kind of crazy shit all the time.
Right.
Like that's what I'm trying to say. So it's like it's not that there are definitely they're definitely assholes. They're definitely assholes. But I'm stating that what I'm stating is that I do think on top of because also too, remember in every asset, we got dangerous doctors out there too that we gotta talk about. You see what I mean? Like we have to figure this shit out everywhere.
That's what I'm saying. It's not the profession, it's the people. You know?
Absolutely. Which you then obviously, as you were saying with the recruitment shit like that, but as another point to what you were saying too, what we both were saying is that you also there has to be continued training for them. We have to invest in, like you said, like keeping their mental side, keeping it also too, keeping them ready to go. There are certain things that I don't know what I can share and what I can't share. Just certain, whatever, like because we just had a conversation. I'm not trying to do that, but all I'm trying to say is that it's very fucking, it's crazy how much, I'm gonna say this on air right now, with the shit I saw and I've heard, it is crazy how I didn't hear about more people getting fucked up in a town not too far from mine. Fucking crazy. I'm surprised. I'm just like, what the fuck?
And it just doesn't get out.
Bro, motherfucker, they're apprehending somebody who is fucking boogieing from these motherfuckers with 2 hammers on them. And these motherfuckers are boogieing.
In a car or running?
They're running. Well, yeah, they motherfuckers started driving and then obviously hop out the car. They hop out the car, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. And some of them niggas be track speed. Some of them niggas be out of there. Crackheads and shit. They be out of there.
So what I'm stating is that, like, I think it's a lot. There is a lot more to it, and it does come with also but also comes with self-realization too for the community. Y'all call spade a spade within our own house. You know what I'm saying, baby?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that we don't demand reform, but you also have to. It has to make sense,
right? And the reform is two-way. It's not.
It has to be applicable.
It's not just a reform on the police officers. It's a reform on ourselves too. A reform on how we approach each other, how we deal with each other, how we approach and our mentalities. It's everything. You know what I mean?
Listen.
So we can preach reform all day long, but it first starts with us, and then we can take it to the community and so on and so forth.
Yo, Los Money. I got a question for you, right? And this is a question that my homeboy raised to me, and then I was like, that's bullshit.
Okay.
This nigga says, yo, he goes, why is it that when we investigate like a murder or something, he goes, we're going in the area that we know that these people know what the fuck is going on, but nobody wants to fucking help us at all. Right? He goes, we'll go there. And then the fucking people just be yelling, like, go out, fucking do your jobs. We don't know anything. We're not going to tell you anything, whatever the case may be. People, how does that help our community?
Nobody wants to be seen talking to them, though.
They have anonymous tip lines.
Nobody wants to do it. Nobody wants to do it.
Here's it
because you know why?
But no.
The eternal moral compass.
Los.
I'm saying, like, because
I understand what you're saying, but what I'm stating is that is a fucking fatal fucking flaw. The fact that we just see blatant murder and disregard and disrespect within our community, and then we continue and spit on it, and then we won't even try to assist in getting somebody put away. And the reason we won't do that is because it's so accepted within our community of just this kind of violence, because not enough people won't stand up against it. That is just like a fucking repetitive situation. It's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting.
It's the bystander effect too. Like,
disgusting.
People will watch something
that makes you pussy.
But let's say it does make you a coward.
But obviously, obviously you have to stay like you out there. Obviously, you gotta stay alive. But I'm just stating that it is. We gotta call spade a spade. Like you have to. If you want to change your community, it has to start. You have to actually do something as well. You know, fucking faith without works is fucking dead.
You're right.
I check.
You're right. But in some situations, you have situations where a drug dealer could be, you know, doing good for the community. Like all this drug money doing good for a community. You know what I'm saying? So in those situations, what do you do? You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's not happening that much where it goes.
No,
it's regards to that
but I'm
guy.
saying in some outlying cases, it does happen. You know, and that's what the whole thing was supposed to be about, is the gangs should take care of the community, but now it seems like, you know, they're destroying the community.
Yeah, they don't. There's rarely ever right now a gang member that's actually taking care of the community. You can't really point to one out here in the street. Exactly. So fuck it. So fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck these people that's fucking perpetuating this shit. Fuck these motherfuckers out here really just fucking continuing a lot of shit happening within our communities, and then they fucking get mad when shit stays the same, but then they want to fucking throw a pity party and a goddamn temper tantrum when fucking motherfuckers get in office. They're out there and install all this unit, then they're gonna be, well, you do this, there's gonna be bloodshed and all this kind of other shit. Well, guess what? There's already bloodshed within our communities, but you're perfectly fine and happy with that shit. But the minute somebody talks about they want to do something to potentially mitigate this, you don't say, hey, you're gonna bring this unit back. How are we gonna reform this unit to operate within this goddamn community? You didn't say that at all. No, that wasn't part of the conversation. That just wants to be your goddamn hill to stand on. You want a grandstand on there, knowing, and then you play right into their fucking hands the way you delivered the message. You understand what time it is. We know what we shouldn't have to do, but you know what you're gonna have to do. You knew they were gonna demonize you and have you out here looking crazy. Yep. You gave right into their fucking hands. You guys stop being so goddamn emotional. I told you, motherfuckers.
Walk right into the trap.
Come on, son. Yo, Los. You know what though? This is our fault. This is our fault, Los.
Why?
Because we haven't been out here educating the people. We haven't been out here putting out this goddamn education. Now we got these motherfuckers out here looking crazy. This is us. We did this.
And they what's the saying say? You get more what does it say? More bees with honey than shit or some shit.
Excuse me.
Honey with wine and shit.
Excuse me. You fucking.
I'm killing the classic. I'm killing the
classic.
Watch
your mouth, baby. You listen. You will always catch more bees with honey and sugar than oil and vinegar, baby. Always remember that.
Okay, so yes, I know the sugar I mentioned.
Yes, sir. But
anyway,
slick like water, baby.
All right, Ice Cube.
Water. E40, baby.
Oh, okay. Close enough.
I'm the flyest motherfucker in here, though.
those definitely look like E40 shades, though. You know what I mean? You definitely from the Bay with them shits. But yeah, man, let's do we want to get into some more shit?
Oh shit, that hurt.
Some more shit. We're gonna make the pivot to the white boy crying.
Sure.
Let's get this shit. Top of the morning. But what I was gonna say is just while this is loading up, you're right, and his approach with Hawk Newsome and then with the BLM shit, bro, like I didn't think about it until you really said it. Like he literally walked right into the trap. Like, and then you were out there protesting and with the megaphone. Like that was not like you could have did that peacefully. But like the fact that like you keep showing your ass, and it's like that's exactly what they wanted to do. You know what I mean? How you been peaceful, and it's like you know, or you in your heart of hearts.
Listen, even if you didn't, even if you wanted to not be peaceful, like even
you can still do it respectfully though. Like in your own way, you know
in a dignified manner,
because that's what I'm saying, and that's the difference between the times now, the protesters now, and the protesters of civil.
He clearly has never seen Farrakhan.
No, never seen like Farrakhan. Never seen Malcolm X. Like they were like fucking Mr. Khalil Muhammad. Like these niggas. I won't say niggas, but these brothers will say all types of shit, outlandish shit, and
listen.
The
there were
tone. Like
there were certain Martin Luther
not come out their face.
You better add Martin Luther King in there too.
Yeah, definitely Martin Luther in there because Martin Luther was they try to pin him like he was a nice guy, and I'm like he ain't that nice.
Martin was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Actually, he so after a while he was like, "You know what? Actually,
You think Malcolm's
I
right.
think this nigga Malcolm, what was the shit you were talking earlier? Hold on. Before you give yourself in, come have a conversation with me, nigga. Like, let's have some. You want some pork now? Okay, we can do that.
Oh God, no.
I'm joking with the pork. Yeah, yo, y'all give Malcolm some chicken. All right, so
want bean pie, brother?
All right, let's see what's going on with Kyle Rittenhouse.
As I'm stepping forward, I believe his name is now Joshua Zeminski. He steps towards me with a pistol in his hand, and as I'm walking,
what's going on?
As I'm walking towards to put out the fire, I drop the fire extinguisher and I take a step back.
Okay, when you step back from Mr. Zeminski, what's your plan?
My plan is to get out of that situation and go back north down Sheridan Road to where the car source lot number 2 was.
Can you pause it real fast? Because, you know, the goddamn YouTube algorithm shit.
Back? Were you able to go, north?
First of all,
get
some dude some water. Why he sound wild nervous? Like, give him some water, let him calm down.
All right, let's. Can we say this?
Mm-hmm.
Can we say this?
He's a murderer.
Can we say this? He was 17 years old when this happened, right?
I believe so. I thought he was a little older, but he might have been.
No. He was 17 when this happened. He's 18 years old now. If I'm not mistaken, I believe his mother brought him there. Why would she allow him to go there? And then another thing is too, under the hunting laws, within fucking, Illinois at the age of 17, he was allowed to carry that weapon. You know what I'm saying?
Can't be mad at that.
That's what at least that's what the lawyers are arguing. But then, hey, obviously he's got it on the streets, so that's a whole.
Yeah, I think didn't he have like an AK though? Like it was a different kind of rifle. It wasn't no hunter rifle.
It was in because the hunting laws allowed they're arguing that the hunting laws allowed him to carry the assault style rifle during the shooting. Yeah, listen, this he was what did they say? Because Rittenhouse of Illinois, when he fatally shot 2 men and wounded another man while carrying an AR-15 style semi-automatic rifle. They said AR. Style. No. It said AR-15 style semi-automatic. We still have yet to find out what the actual weapon is. I refuse to be like some of these other people who were just like who were kind of like reporting this crazy, because it's still baffling to me. Like, don't get me wrong, I've been following this case, but I had to take a little bit of a step back from politics, take a step back from a few things, trying to heal up a little bit, whatever case may be, do I got to do, and so I haven't really been too tuned in like I should be, but I'm not gonna falsely report things like some people are. Like, some people think that he didn't even kill anybody black. Fuck that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Some people think that he killed somebody. He killed some black people. He didn't kill anybody black. He killed 2 white guys. And Andrew, another white guy. I know some people are gonna say, they're gonna be like, oh, they're white allies. Do we know that? We do know that there were agitators out there. We do know that there were actual rioters and looters. There were about that people going out there.
After protests, nonetheless.
They were doing this just to cause destruction. And then this happened after the protest. So I think that's what it's kind of like. That's the question. Like what the fuck?
So then, with all that being said, after all of this, can you say it's self-defense, or can you say it's cold blood? To you?
To me?
Yes.
Why else? Here's the thing, right? Which I think that it's, for me, I probably wouldn't be selected for this jury, because I said all that just for me personally. It's kind of like, I haven't seen anything. unless somebody shows me something that he was out there protecting a family member's shit, like, you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, was that his family shit? Been in there for generations type shit, everything we got type shit. Is it one of them kind of shits? Because if you haven't shown me anything that it is, so if he was just going out there to just be random and then just yeah, because then you yourself are now bringing a weapon. What are you doing? Why aren't you just letting the police do their jobs?
That's what I'm saying. This don't look like no
Right?
self-defense.
Exactly. So once again, so unless it comes out that he actually had some fucking that kind of shit, then no. So obviously I would never got selected.
But even if he was okay,
so I think he's guilty. So I think he's guilty. But I just listed, I just gave a super explained reason of why I've come to that conclusion, because I have yet to see anything showing that he was there protecting a family member shit. And unless somebody could show me or prove me family member, fuck it. Maybe it's just like godfather, godmother kind of shit, close. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. There's no evidence out there stating that, because then if that was the case, his mother would have been up in with the arms too.
Yeah.
Why would she even bring him to this shit? Did she bring him? I'm pretty sure she did. All right, yeah. Let's see what's going on.
Let's see what else he's got to say though.
Direction?
I wasn't.
Describe what happens.
Once I take that step back, I
hold on here.
I look over my shoulder and
hold on. Little technical difficulties here. Okay. Wait.
Mr. Rosenbaum.
You good now, Kyle?
Mr. Rosenbaum was now running from my right side, and I was cornered from in front of me with Mr. Zeminski, and there were.
Hold on. There's a little bit.
Hold on. I got some shit.
He's about to start crying, but hold on though.
Hold on. I got some shit to say.
Mm-hmm.
I got some shit to say. So listen. So remember, people, now more evidence is coming out to show that this shit is just not looking good for your boy. So because I'm on the search right now of how did he get to this fucking riot, right? I want to know, how did he get here? And what I'm finding is that the 19-year-old was charged with illegally supplying the gun to Kyle Rittenhouse, right? The friend of Kyle Rittenhouse purchased the gun later used to allegedly fatally shoot 2 men in Wisconsin.
Nigga gave him the burner.
You see what I'm saying? They've been filed against the dude who bought him the gun illegally. So they didn't even do this purchase. It's like a legal purchase. So here you go.
So he's accessory to the murder now.
Yep, but I'm looking at how did he fucking get there?
Mr. Rosenbaum was now running from my right side, and I was cornered from in front of me with Mr. Zeminski, and there were.
Can you pause it?
People right
Come on, man.
Yeah,
this is the best part.
Nah, well, because remember, you got to do this shit for the for the Audis. Now listen, here's the situation. I know people out there saying that, oh, he's bad acting and it's terrible, because we clearly see that. Then you get some people saying that, oh my God, this is a kid. Why are people being so mean to this fucking kid? Whatever the case may be. Listen, I wanna say something on the record right now, Los.
Go ahead. Floor is yours.
And for us, we got to do this, right?
Mm-hmm.
For those same people who said, "Oh my God, this is a kid," to those same people, what I have to say is, you can eat a dick. And the reason I can say it is because it's those same exact people who didn't give a damn about Trayvon Martin. It's those same exact people who can understand why that happened to him, right? It's so funny how it's those same people who are the people who now want us to have some sympathy for this fucking kid. Who, listen, regardless, I don't give a damn, and this is where people get shit fucked up. I don't give a damn I don't give a damn of the color of the people he killed. I just know that this man went out there and killed 2 people. You see what I'm saying? Excuse me, 17 years old. So the boy went out there and killed 2 people. But hey, guess what? We understand that 17-year-olds have been charged with crimes all over this country. I'm not gonna have sympathy or empathy for this 17-year-old kid. I don't give a damn. So for everyone who does and is just like, oh my God, we should be thinking about it. Why? Because guess what? If the shoe was on the other foot,
he's a menace. He's this, he's that.
No, but regardless, but it wouldn't be if you go out. First of all, dude, this dude isn't even from over here. He's from Wisconsin, right? He crossed state lines
with the hammer, with the yappa.
He crossed state lines.
Come on, man.
Excuse me. Or I think he's from Illinois and the shit happened in Wisconsin. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. He's from Illinois. The shit happened in Wisconsin. He crossed state lines with this shit. He was looking for that work. And guess what? He got it. And now he got to have the consequences for it.
Oh, absolutely.
So why would so these people, it baffles me.
That shows the intent.
It just baffles me, Los, that these people think that we would give a damn.
And that shows the intent, man. And you know, I'm behind the scenes trying to study for my law degree, but this is cut and dry, man, because
to me,
he travels state lines. You got the homeboy, the co-defendant, not the co-defendant, but the accessory to the murder, who sells him the murder weapon.
It's crazy, man.
You know, what are you doing? And then the mom is an accessory too, because why the fuck are you even taking him there? Like,
did she take him?
She let him go.
I'm still looking. Well, we don't know that for sure. He's 17. Okay. He could have went by himself without anyone knowing.
Either way, the mom is negligent in some case. So view to the tick at the bottom. Because what is wrong with that woman? Why did you let this little boy, your son, go on a protest? Like, how do you not? You don't just let that happen. You don't just let that happen. You don't just let your kid go out and then he murders 2 kids, two grown men. I'm sorry, 2 grown men and injures a 3rd. That's a lot to orchestrate. You know what I'm saying? This man had to go get a gun, go to another state, and you have no idea about this? What do you thought? He went to a little sleepover? You thought he went to a fucking track meet? No, he went to go catch bodies at a protest, and you have nothing to know. You don't know a dime about it. I find that a little funny.
Once again, I can't find out how did he fucking get there. You know what I mean? Like how did he no, I can't. Like, how did he get to these? How did he get to the right? The protest, whatever you want to call it.
When you find out,
because obviously it went from a protest and then it got violent.
Clearly.
So before the shooting, during the day, protest wasn't consensual, followed by chaos, armed, whatever. After the city service, some 250 National Guards deployed to the city. So why would this boy think he can go out there when there's 250? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. He was looking for the wreck.
That's what people don't realize.
And what about these grown men? I mean, I guess they can carry in Wisconsin, right? So they're within their right. They're just carrying.
Okay, hold on. So he was in Kenosha to protect the car dealership from being vandalized and provide medical aid. But here's my question. Even this right now still means nothing to me. Because whose car deal? What is his connection? Because this could have been any local dealership that's close by who just was like, hey, you can say that you were protecting our shit. And they're like, okay, perfect. Like what is his connection to these people? And what medical aid is this kid providing?
Yeah. Like what is he? A fucking surgeon?
I'm asking real questions right now. I'm not. Listen, Los. I'm not because I don't want the
alibi.
opposition. I don't want the opposition to say that. Oh my God, Dina Losa out here having the nerve accusing this young boy and not bringing facts.
I'm not accusing
the nerve
shit.
of them.
He's the trigger man. I'm not accusing nobody. He did it. It's just a matter of
Los,
murder
can you believe,
intent.
Can you believe that there are people out there asking why people are bullying this child?
Because you're white.
Your own Candace Owens. Candace Owens.
Who said your own? Nah, fuck that. I don't know her. Nigga say your own. Like we go get lunch together. Fuck out of here. Fucking bed wench.
Your own Candace Owens was out there. And then Candace Owens out there saying that was just a kid, man. We're wise, whatever like that. And all I gotta say is that we are not gonna go down the whole what the media has called him, because we're not gonna do that.
Oh, they darling.
All we're doing is stating the facts of the trial, and we're just asking questions that we would like answers to, that no one's providing answers to.
The questions is, how is he not guilty? That's the real question.
They're gonna cock up some shit about him defending that property, and then but then hold on, isn't the gun he has illegal?
Regardless of what it is, there's no legality to him having the gun, and which means him shooting them there's nothing he can do, because he bought the gun unlawfully. He has no rhyme or reason to even use it there. He traveled state lines with it, or maybe he bought it there in the state. Regardless, he has no reason for possession.
It's a wrap.
Zip him up. Easy and shut case, Johnson.
We'll see though, because this judge is we know this judge is highly favoring him now.
Of course. They're gonna get if they get him with manslaughter, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
This judge is on his knees, just like,
if they give this kid,
can you please put it all over my face? That's what the judge is saying.
No,
just
but
all over there. I'm dead ass.
If I don't get nothing less than the murder one, I'm a. It
has to be premeditated, right?
Yes, this is well. You can show intent, because it to me it
depends. That was because, first of all, what do you, Los? No one's answering this question for me that I can't find. Right? We found out that. Okay, fuck it. I'll throw that question away. Let's find this one out. We know that he was out there protecting a car dealership. What is his connection with the car dealership? And second, they said that he was there to he had the gun to provide protection and also provide medical care. Medical care to whom? What kind of medical training does he even have?
And also, how did you know? So he traveled there before the event even happened. How did you know you were going to give out medical care? How do you know you'll be needed?
Now,
you know
here's something else that there's a little bit of contention to, right? So a resident there said that Joshua Zeminski fired a shot in the air. Who the fuck is Joshua Zeminski? We're going to have to find out in a second.
Zeminski was one of the dudes that got slain.
Oh, well, yeah, right. They're saying that he fired a shot in the air, after which they said Rittenhouse turned toward Rosenbaum. And according to a witness, the unarmed Rosenbaum then alleged that Rittenhouse attempted to take the rifle. Obviously, that's, somebody turning me towards a rifle and ain't got one and you're close to it. That's what you would do. Mm-hmm. Rittenhouse fired 4 times at Rosenbaum, hitting his groin, hand, thigh, head, and back. Yeah, Rosenbaum died shortly after. Hey, listen. I know probably gonna be some professionals gonna be like, hey, you should probably try to run, but if you're in close quarters, I'd rather die looking at you than you got me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck it, right?
Now, if one of the dudes fired the shot first, it is a warning shot.
Rittenhouse then fled the scene. I'm sorry.
It is a warning shot, so I don't think that still gives
Los. We're in a situation. We're out there in a situation. We both have guns. And somebody now I'm just, because first, at the end of the day, the gun is illegal. This kid shouldn't be out there. So to me, he's fucking guilty, regardless. But now I'm just regardless. But now I'm talking about. Let's just say this was somebody lawful who had the weapon protecting their property. If I'm protecting my property, and then let's just say that I see like somebody who I assume is like an agitator, and they fire a gun, I'm gonna fucking put my gun. I'm probably gonna fucking shoot them.
No, I get that, and I understand. But like, I'm trying to get back to your question: is what is his connection to what he needs to protect, and what is the reasoning? What is the reasoning for you even going there? It's in a different fucking state. What's the reason for going there? What's the reason for having the Yama? I see that you had to defend yourself versus one of the dudes who was unarmed. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I'm teeter-tottering between self-defense and intent.
What medical care?
That too. What medical care? What is the training? Like, and how do you know are you needed for that before the event? If you're EMS, that's understanding. You know what I'm saying? Because you're prepared for any situation. You're talking about medical, like you have medical training. You one, two, you set up a tent for shit like that.
Hold on. Kyle Rittenhouse says if I was there, he was in the attack. I did the wrong to defend myself. Okay, hold on. So I guess he was walking, and what I'm reading is right.
Well, let's finish what he had to say.
Okay, sure. We'll find out if he says it here.
Take a deep breath, Kyle.
Oh, put it back up.
That's what I. That's what I run.
Gesundheit, nigga.
We're going to just take time for our break anyway.
This is crazy.
And, just relax for a minute, sir. We're going to take a break about 10 minutes, and please don't talk about the case during the break. Read, watch, or listen to any account of the trial.
Listen, he didn't say any. Like, obviously, they have more out there.
He started hyperventilating.
Yeah. He's hyperventilating. All right. Come on now. I don't know. Like, come on, people. Can we not call a spade a spade?
Let me tell you something.
I was just asking our community in our hold on, Los. I was just asking our community earlier to call a spade a spade. I'm asking the white community. Stop. Y'all know this boy is come on, dog. Come on.
I'll have you know. I had a better performance than that in the 3rd grade of Cats. Where I was
about to say, I've seen 5th graders a lot better than that.
I was pretty damn good as a leading Cats. That shit right there, Mr. Rittenhouse, was pathetic. Pathetic. Well, if you're gonna try to lie on the stand, you do it a little better than that.
I don't know why he just doing all that was just too much.
That was piss poor hyperventilating.
That was just way too much.
I never had a panic attack, but I damn sure know it don't look like that.
I am not going to go down that route. Hey, for the once, hear this one. The thoughts of Los do not reflect the thoughts of Black Man Dean or Black of the Berry in total in that last regard to that statement. But
I see nothing crazy.
I don't know. Now, so listen. Fuck this kid.
He's guilty. He's guilty. Open and shut case, Johnson.
No one is showing me his reason to be out there. No one is showing
order in the damn court.
No one is showing a reason. No one is showing a reason for him to even be close to. You know what I'm saying?
Why would you take this case as his attorney?
Well, no, there's attorneys who take all kinds of cases. So
I understand that, but this sometimes the clear cut ones.
Well, a lot of that comes down to ego too. I can
That's
get them off.
Too.
I'm the man.
That's true.
You know who I am,
Johnny.
And then imagine, and then you're saying, hey, this is what I like because hey, that helps his stock now.
Right. You're right.
Price goes up.
This is why R. Kelly hired Bill Cosby's attorney. You're right about that.
Yesterday price is no longer today's price.
Fuck that.
Should have got that shit yesterday.
Yesterday's price is no longer today's price. Last season's price is not this season's price.
Listen,
oh God.
You know how this be now, and I think that, you know what, I think that is a perfect note for the people, man. We gave them exactly.
Well, we came in and punched them in the mouth.
Boom, boom, boom.
That's what we wanted to do. We came in and we hit the ground running. Like, we never missed a beat. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need to do. And that's what they're going to keep expecting. We're going to keep coming, blitzing y'all. Yeah, I mean, the conversations, Dean, we're loading up. We're reloading with the season, right? Conversations with Dean? Okay. Right. The sports show, the Hump Day Highlight Show, reloaded. You know, when we got the...
I'll be seeing y'all on Monday soon.
Yeah.
When this drops...
Mm-hmm.
When this drops, I want people to know that following Monday, baby, I got something for you.
And then Wednesdays, you got the Hump Day Highlight Show. Hump Day! Dean has been on there. He's graced his presence there. Sundays, we got the Battle Rap Cat podcast, man. So season 4 of BTB, the BTB network is
hold on now. Hold on now. Don't want you to forget. On Sundays, you can also get your dose of hate, nigga. Come on over to Player Haters Podcast, and I am on there on Sundays as well. So after you check out the Battle Rap, or actually, because we're in the morning, so when you check out Player Haters, when you check out Player Haters in the morning, after that, you head on over to Battle Rap Cap on your Sunday, and it's perfect lead off into your sports, because half the time the announcers suck dick anyway, so you can watch your sports and mute them motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying?
We come out before the games even start anyway. But
yeah, you see what I'm saying, player?
BTB Networks, man. Season 4, man. Love y'all, man.
Let's do this.
4.